The numbers on the paper say Birds and Bees 3-0, but I want to see Embers take it all the way to Game 5. Or, hey, upsets are always fun to watch too, Das. We'll see what happens.
You're absolutely right. We'll see what happens as we get game number 1 underway between Birds and the Bees versus the Pittsburgh Embers. This is going to start off with a little bit of aggression here for the Embers. They're actually going to come through with a big shot from Demon off the pass from Grills.
I'm loving this. This is how you start a series, folks. So you just apply the pressure directly to the back of the net. Miss, and wow, Hawkster, they just couldn't do anything about it. It was just going too fast.
Embers already bringing the heat early on in this game number 1. We haven't even gone through 10 seconds. And a goal has been scored. They're looking to continue the offensive pressure here. The ball's in the midfield, but Rolled is looking to clear this away. We talked about Birds and the Bees. They want, like you said, they don't want to secure top 4. They want to secure top 2. They feel very confident in their actions, but this is going to be a rude awakening if this keeps up. Down in front, Grills off of the crossbar. Could have secured the second goal, but unable to. Miss is going to clear this one away.
And Pittsburgh Embers starting out hot here, blazing through. And you know, Dad, like this could be the key to it. If they can just keep up this momentum that they're generating early on, hey, anything can happen.
Absolutely, and you can see Birds and the Bees looking to strike back. Sosa's going to clear this one downfield, but Mist is there. Grill's going to meet that one before it gets into the corner. Rolled is going to send this one high. Follow it up to himself, gets it past one, but Hoxer committed on that one, so Mist is going to have to fall back and play some solid defense. He is able to get the clear away, but Sosa has an option to pass to Demon. Grills is up, but so is Hoxer. Good clear from Hoxer. Hoxer's able to also clear it yet again. Miss was looking for a challenge, but he got bumped. Now they're finally able to get this one out of their end. Miss just staying on top of the ball. A good pop-up here. Here's Roldis. Can he get this one to set this one in front? It is in front. But Hawks not going to commit. Recognizes that the defense is set from the Embers. And just going to try to play this one back downfield. It's off the back wall. And there's going to be Grills with another clear. This one into the Birds and Bees corner. Hoxer, good touch. Taking it off the ceiling. Gets a nice shot on target. And Roldis looking to see if he can help out Sosa with a good save down in front. Birds and the Bees doing some good job on offense. Can they actually secure that one? Sosa remains firm on the defensive end, being able to clear this one away. Can he get another? He can. Just doing a good job of like buying time for his teammates.
Yeah, really, the double commit coming up from Grills and Demon. Sosa just left his own devices, had to go all the way around the net in order to get that one away. Is missed. Threads the needle through, I guess, the cheesecloth. That is the defense, because they just weren't in net.
And you got to give props to the entire Birds and the Bees roster there. On top of the ball, not giving an inch of space to the Embers. Having to beat them in every little challenge to open up that net. And like we said, Miss able to secure that equalizer goal. So now we're tied 1-1. We are approaching the halfway point in this game number 1. Both teams have been able to score. But who is going to come away with this game as Hoxer has to take this one off his back wall? There's going to be Demon Grills looking to follow it up, but Roldis with a smart touch. Mids able to clear this one away, but he has to do it again. Accidental bump in between Roldis and Sosa knocked the ball backwards. Demon, good clear off the corner. Hoxer is there to keep this one in play. Can't get another touch, so Roldis has to save it. A nice pop-up, and Demon's going to knock this one straight downfield. Miss was the last man back. This could have been a shot opportunity, but Hawks was able to rotate back in time to make a solid save.
And no one there on the offense to reapply that pressure from the Embers. They have to be able to support their teammates and keep up the offensive rotation if they want to score another one.
Demon, good clear. This does buy Embers some time to move up. Grills just trying to salvage some of the offense, but it does go the opposite direction. Birds and Bees could start some offense here. That one's going to be a floater. Miss going for it, although it was very obvious Grills had the ball, and Hoxer has to make a save down in front. Road is coming up as well. And you can see once they realized that they brought Mist out of net, they saw their opportunity. Embers tried to apply a lot of pressure there, but the defense is very strong here on Birds and Bees.
Yeah, and I'm loving it from them. They're not giving another inch, especially after giving up that first goal. But we got to watch out for Embers. But again, a minute left here. We're seeing a lot of action coming through from Birds and the Bees. I can expect them to score another one.
Although we predicted this game to be, like you said, a 3-0 sweep, you cannot take these guys lightly. That being said, Roldiz had a shot opportunity, but I think he thought the defense was going to make a touch there, so he tried to compensate for that. Instead, ends up making a big whiff in front. Now he's going to go up again. We got to give him props for just respecting the defense, but that was an unfortunate error for the Embers, and they're lucky they didn't get punished there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sometimes, hey, you just have to go for that hit on the ball. Maybe not try to gauge what the defense is going to try to do with it. Maybe it's the best play there. But the Embers now looking to maybe take another shot on net as they want to not go to overtime. And there's some scary moments for Birds and the Bees. There definitely are, but we're not seeing that sustaining offense that's really applying a lot of pressure.
And the Embers definitely are making a case for themselves to not be taken lightly, as that's going to be a shot from Sosa, missed with the last-second save. Will they need another one? No. That one is going to drop on the ground, and we do have overtime in game one. Good demo down in front. Here's Demon sending this off to the side. Hoxer with a good touch. Grills. He has some options here, but he's going to play it slow. Sosa creeping. Makes a good challenge. That one's going to roll down in front. Miss is going to take it. Moving that downfield. Roldiz moving off to the side. He does see an opportunity here. He's going to retreat as they see the counterattack come through for Embers. Here's Sosa. Good challenge there. And now this one's going to go to the sidewall. Here's Miss. Can he follow up his own touch? He tried to get a dunk on Demonator's clear, predicting it, but not on target. This is going to be Grills up now. This could be some pressure here from Embers. The roll this clear off to the side. Demonator sends that down in front. Missed. Smart move to dribble it. It does give BNB some more space here. Can they keep up the offensive pressure? Hoxer, uncomfortable touch. Can he find another one? No. Grills sending this downfield. Miss got demoed. He spawns back on top of the ball. Miscommunication. And Embers are going to score. Sosa is going to shut down game number one.
Oh my goodness. And again here, Daz, it's just the tempo being controlled by the Embers here. The defense just lackadaisically not in position. Embers take game one of this best of five, and it's something that we weren't expecting. You know, the underdogs coming through, and with this showing here, but they are coming through. And Des, I believe Embers won the chat vote, so everyone in chat is just cheering for this team.
Bring the heat. That's all I can say. They brought it in game number one. They definitely did bring it in game number one. Now, moving forward here for the rest of the series, will they be able to continue this momentum, so to speak?
Wow.
That's going to be a major question for the Embers. Birds and the Bees, they gave a lot of space to the Embers for sure. There's a lot of time where they didn't necessarily, or they were pushed too far forward in offense, and then those clears from the Embers would get past them every time. It's similar to what we saw versus the plot twist and afterthought matchup. Someone's a little bit too far forward, wants to be aggressive, but that being said, if you're not prepared for those clears and you can't continue to apply that offensive pressure, the ball's going to be on your end so many times.
I agree with you on that, but again, the Birds and the Bees, they were playing like uncharacteristically slow, in my opinion. The Embers took advantage of that. They played the slow game. It worked really well for their offense because, like, again, like, they weren't out there like throwing flashy plays on the field. They just stayed consistent on that blue half on offense. So it's something that the Embers are going to want to try to do again in game two. They want to be able to slow down Birds and the Bees, and let's see if Birds and the Bees can just revitalize themselves.
We'll see as we get game number two underway. Like you said, not the best showing there for Birds and the Bees in game one, but this is a best of five. Here's Hoxer moving this down in front to Mist. A good challenge by him. Rodis starting to creep, and he finds the back of the net. First goal going to Birds and the Bees.
There's a lot of pressure actually on the defense here. We saw a potential demo coming through from Mist on Demon and made him really uncomfortable. Was not able to get in position to get the save off of roll disc. So this is the kind of thing that we're going to want to see a lot more from the Birds and the Bees here as they want to start to take more offensive control.
Now with 4:36 here left on the clock, it's going to be Demon, a pass to Sosa. Demon's going to have to opt to dribble this one, playing it close to himself. Does not want to give Birds and the Bees the opportunity to boom that downfield. It's a good setup in front, but Embers cannot commit to that one. Otherwise, in risk of being caught out. That's going to be a nice pass play off the back wall. Diz looking to play this in front, but misses out a boost. He has to go back. No one from Birds and the Bees can play that, so they do give up possession there. Now they have to play it out of their own end. Here's Hoxer. Diz wanted to turn on it, but last man back, he cannot commit. Has to play it slow. So does Sosa with the dribble. It's going to be Demon to Grills. Grills off the bar. Diz able to make us clear downfield. He's going to put a shot on, and Demon up in time. Hoxer looking to make a solid challenge, but still nothing doing. Demon into the corner. That one's going to roll Diz into the air, but Grills able to clear this one away. We're seeing a little bit of consistent offense here for Birds and the Bees, but just not enough. They do have that 1-goal lead. Embers looking to see if they can play some offense here. A lot of members committed in front, but they still keep up that offensive possession. Here's off the backboard. There's Grills looking for the shot. Sosa with the cover up, but Hoxer save right in front of the goal line. Embers thought they had the counterattack, but no one could find the back of the net.
And that's the second time now we've seen that ball just careen off that top crossbar, that top section of the goal. They need to be a little bit more on target because they could be up 2-1 potentially, and they're getting the opportunities. And Birds and Bees here, you got to be a little scared about that because you're giving almost these free plays.
Diz! Are you serious?
Wow.
It's a big shot there. Miss a great pass off of the read, and Diz able to come in time to make sure he puts that in net. Very good aggression there for Birds and the Bees. They recognize they have to get in front of Embers. You got to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and it's working out very well for them. Now, how will the Embers respond? They're down 2-0 here, 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. They do have the offense, but we've seen them with some strong offensive possession all game long. That doesn't mean they found the back of the net because they have not here in this game number 2. And still more pressure. Diz, low shot, but Demonator able to make the save. He looks for another one, but Grills is able to come through in time. Here's Hoxer. Can't get this one down in front. Miss able to rotate in to see if he can apply some pressure. Diz, the ball's starting to slow down, so's the momentum. Sosa clears this one downfield. Can Demon win the challenge? It's just enough to where they can clear away the pressure for now. Here's Demon. Missed. Good touch. Off that side wall. Here's Grills. Thought he could find Sosa, but that one does get interrupted. Here's Hoxer. He gets bumped on the play. Grills, he has Sosa for the pass. Sosa doesn't commit to the ball, and no one can come through. It went through. It was past the defense. Sosa was in position, but he did not think that ball was actually going to make it through the defense.
Even then, you had your third man back. You should just go for the play. You're down by 2 goals, less than a minute 30 left on the clock. You have to do what you can to score against Birds and the Bees, and Daz, they just did not take that opportunity.
Well, another one could present itself based on how well Diz can play this ball. It does go in front to Demon, but Miss is able to clear it back downfield. A good rotation, comes back in time, able to save his team. They do have that 2-goal lead, 1 minute and 8 seconds left, and although we can go back and forth as much as we want, Embers need to force an issue. There's Sosa, but off the bar, and it does get clear away. Embers are on the retreat again. And clear from Grills. That one's out in midfield. Diz doing a great job of staying on top of it. Sosa has to go up, but he's not going to be able to beat by Miss. Miss does get a shot on. This is going to be a pass to Hoxer. He gets it through the defense. And at this point, Birds and the Bees, they want to continue to apply this pressure because now it keeps them, they're already up by 2. 30 seconds left. They keep the ball on there. Wait, as I say that, there's a double demo. An opportunity presents itself, pinch down in front, but they can't.
No way.
Back of the net.
I don't get it, Daz. There's so many opportunities for Embers to score, and they just can't find purchase. And Birds and the Bees, like, they're not just giving it to them, like, they're definitely earning it, but the finishing is not there.
5 seconds left. That could have been the best opportunity for Embers to come back downfield. 2 demos, and they at least got to come through with a goal this game. They do get it, but Hoxer was there, but he wasn't able to save it. So it doesn't look too bad, but man.
Oh, man. That's rough. Because Pittsburgh Embers, they had opportunities.
They did. They had so many opportunities.
So many. Like, Dez, they should have scored more than this one goal here. And Birds and the Bees, they, like, even though they took this game here, it's a 1-1 series now, they should still feel a little bit uncomfortable. They're giving the Embers, like, these chances. And you really can't. And they're lucky that they didn't get scored on, or else it could have been 2-0 right now, very, very easily.
It could have.
So now going into game 3 here, the Embers, their offense, they're doing a good job. Like, they're creating these chances. However, they've really got to finish. That ball banged off that top crossbar. Like, how many times? I can't even count them. Like, you just got to be a little bit more on target here. And all of a sudden, this is a completely different series.
I think we need to see a little bit more confidence from certain members on the Embers. You have guys like Grills who are doing everything they can to set up these shot opportunities, making the net as open as possible. You have to be there to close. There needs to be no hesitation on offense. We saw a little bit of that from Embers here in this game, and that's kind of what cost them. We saw Sosa, who had what seemingly a wide open net to score on, but they just were not able to actually score. Sosa just turned off the ball. Whether or not he ran out of boost or not, I'll have to look back later on, but he was in that right position, and he was up enough to where he gave the idea that he should have scored that goal. So that being said, got to find more confidence going into this game number 3. You had some in game 1. It paid off. You guys came through with the victory. No reason to stop the momentum now.
Indeed. But now we're in game 3 here. A lot on the line. Let's see what these teams can do and see who can get match point.
This one, again, on Wasteland Night. Hoxer with a slow touch. Here's Roldiz moving it downfield. Sosa, smart dribble there. Able to keep the ball in his own and not give an easy opportunity for Birds and the Bees. Here's Demon. Good dribble downfield, gives his team a lot of space to work with. Missed. He has Hoxer. Hoxer did get into the air for that, but he backflipped. So he's going to come up now and get this touch to keep this ball into the midfield. Grills. Pass. There's Demon. This one's going to be off target, but this does set up Embers' offense. Sosa with a pass, but he puts it in open space, so now Roldiz gets the ball. Over one. Sets it up in midfield, but nothing to where Birds and Bees can take a shot just yet. Good clear from Sosa, but Miss is going to keep this ball in just to buy enough time. Roldiz not up fast enough, so it's going to go the other way. In transition here, Hoxer makes a save. Grills can't get it past Hoxer on that sidewall. Pass into midfield, but Sosa isn't ready for it, so Roldiz is going to clear it back downfield. You have to be in the right positions. You cannot afford to give up a lot of space because you can be punished for it. As missed, he had a lot of room to angle that shot, but he still found the crossbar. That's going to be a quick one in rotation for Grills, but again, that one's going to be saved as well. We see what happens when you give both of these teams just a little bit of space to line up the shot, and Hoxer's going to put it in. First goal goes to Birds and the Bees.
And I was going to say, hey, these teams don't need a wide window to be able to score on you, but how about you just give Hoxer the entire goal? His defense just got outplayed there. Sosa trying desperately to get back, but the transition was just too quick from Birds and the Bees, and they just got caught off guard.
Missed positions in this game are being exploited for sure, as there was one for the Embers, and that transition for Birds and the Bees in the offense was just enough for them to be able to score. Now we'll see whether or not it happens again. All members of the Embers on their way back. Grill's able to send it off to the sidewall. Roldiz looking for a clear to Miss, and Miss knocks away two members from the Embers. He hits those guys, but he doesn't hit the ball. Grill's going to make sure he keeps this in the Birds and the Bees in just to buy his team some time. Here's Sosa trying to set this play off of the back wall, but not the best touch. That one is off of Demon, but no one there to actually turn that into a shot. There's Grills trying to put some pressure on. Here's Sosa now. He kills it into the corner, and Demon, although he could have challenged there, he wants to bring out Birds and the Bees members, but he has to make a better challenge. This goes to Hoxer. Hoxer sends it in front. Miss was on that sidewall, so he was not ready for the shot, and this is going to go the other way. Here's Demon. Here's Sosa creeping up. Not enough. Grills has to help his teammate out. Demon looking to reposition here as this ball goes into the midfield line. There's Hoxer sending it downfield. Grills off to the side. Sosa, good cut in front. And Embers, they are very, you can tell that they want to keep possession. Like, this is definitely a possession game for them. Rotations are looking good. They aren't necessarily getting the best shot choices, but they are keeping up a lot of possession. This clear is going to go the other way. And here's going to be Grills to meet it. They're trying not to give Birds and the Bees too much space, but instead of worrying about whether or not they have space or possession, they need to be forcing an error from them.
Yeah, they really need to, because they're giving a lot of space to them. You're absolutely right. And that gives them a lot of confidence on the defense to be able to go and just take things slow, really. Birds and the Bees, they're not under a lot of that pressure. And you really need to force the issue here if you want to score against this team, especially because you have a minute, almost a minute left. And you can't miss those. You can't.
Sosa, another shot. This one again, seemingly open. And boom, in transition, there's missed. The second goal for Birds and the Bees with 1:03 left.
I need to, like, just channel my inner Chiefs and just throw my pen across the room, folks, because what just happened there?
I mean,
guys, you crying?
No, I'm not crying. I just.
Oh.
If I was an Embers fan, I'd be crying. I'm not an Embers fan, unfortunately. But that being said, they had such a good opportunity. Sosa fails to score there and then missed. Just immediately understands the opportunity in that transition and booms it to the back of the net. It's a very good play for Birds and the Bees. They're not here to play around. They already had a 1-goal lead, so they were fine with how the game was going, so to speak. But now they're here comfortable and confident. With 30 seconds left, they're looking to take game 3 and putting this on match point. You have to see whether or not Embers can actually start to get some type of offense going here. Otherwise, this one is going to go a complete 2-0, depending on how this goes. Sosa playing it slow, gets a flick over. Miss sending it to the side. Demon is there. Grills waiting. Uncomfortable touch there. Not enough. Here's Demon. They're still trying to apply pressure, but at this point, this one's going to be over, and this is going to be Birds and the Bees taking the series score lead here. They do win game number 3.
Oh, man, Daz. I have like almost no words. This should have been going to overtime. 100%. Pittsburgh Embers, they just couldn't finish the ball. It was right for the taking, and it's not just this game. Game 2 as well. And there's a lot of pressure on these players, and oh man, it's just you really have to come in clutch, and it really just leads up to these situations where which team is going to be able to score on any given position or any given play, and Birds and the Bees showing up for when it counts. But the Embers now dug themselves into a little bit of a hole here. They have to win out games 4 and 5 to take this series. But if Embers lose this game, they'll be kept in the danger zone, kept in that bottom 4. It's very deadly for them. Birds and Bees, though, if they drop this series, I still think technically, based on games, they would still be ahead because of their extraordinary game differential that they've acquired. So, still a lot on the line for both these teams, though, Daz. But rough game 3 for the Embers.
We're going to get ready to get into game number 4 for the Embers. Is there some fire left? That is the question for these guys as they do take that 2-0 loss to Birds and the Bees in game number 3. This is already an aggressive start for BNB as we see them on the offensive end looking to apply pressure to the Embers. It's going to be Demon by himself. Hoxer looking for a redirect that could benefit the team. This one's going to go all the way off to the side. A good clear by Grills, but Roldiz is there. Doesn't make the touch that he needs to, so this one does go back downfield. Off the backboard. Here's Sosa, puts it down, and for Grills!
Okay.
Able to get the bicycle goal to put Embers on the board here in game 4.
I'm loving this. Talking about calculated. He lands right there, and Hoxer is breathing down his neck. He doesn't care. He just flips that thing right over, Daz. And right away, the Embers starting to bring up some of that game 1 magic. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Let's see. Might be a spark left here for the Embers. But as I say that, Sosa, he gives it to Hoxer. Hoxer off the bar. Can't equalize that one. Demon's going to try to send it to Grills, but miss. Out to Hoxer again off the backboard. Hoxer can't make a solid touch. Roldiz going to keep up possession. Miss. He's going to pick up the mid boost, and then he has a lot of room to work with here. This one's going to go in front. Can Hoxer score? No, too many members of the Embers in net. Hoxer looking for a redirect of his own. Cannot find it. Mist and Roldiz are buddied up. It's going to be a very clumped up Embers. They do get the clear away. Grill sending this to midfield, but Mist is there. Sending it over towards Roldiz. Roldiz does make a touch, but it's just a little too much power on it, so Hoxer has to compensate. Mist sees Demon on the wall, recognizes that this is a pass mid, a double commit though for Mist and Roldiz, and now Sosa has this one. Roldiz trying to get this one towards Hoxer so he can get a good clear, and he does. Still in the BNB corner. And that is a shot from Roldiz that almost finds the back of the net. Very surprising. Now we see Embers on the counterattack. Haven't really had much of an offensive presence besides the first goal they did score here in this game. Otherwise, it has mainly been in control of BNB for the most part, where they just played off the side of it all.
Well, what I'm seeing on some of the offensive possessions here from the Embers, I think it's very interesting. For example, I saw Grills on one of the previous possessions. He was able to bring that ball around the corner and then immediately turns around and rotates back, like almost the same line that he took to get to the field, instead of taking that circular rotation around the field, maybe getting a bump or two in there. And that's something you got to really take into consideration when you're on the offense, just little bits of pieces that you can do while you're getting your rotation on that can benefit your team.
And man, that is such a good clear from Demon. He sends it right over to Sosa. Sosa fails to actually get a piece of that. Demon comes up again, sending this one across to Grills, but Hoxer is there. And right now, you can tell Birds and Bees are trying to play this patient game to where, like, they can meet these challenges. They make sure no shots are coming in front, but they are looking for that mistake that the Embers could make that really could set them up on offense. They haven't found it just yet. They're still threatening here. But the Embers, at the same time, doing a great job on defense and getting some strong clears and moving the ball downfield in transition. So now this is going to be Sosa. Sends this in front to Hoxer. Hoxer's going to pick it up. He has Miss waiting. The Demon's there. Beats Miss to the ball. Roldiz buying his team some time to rotate back. Hoxer goes back to the back wall. Pass toward Miss. A good pop-up. I don't think Roldiz has enough boost, so he's going to wait for this one to fall towards him. Puts a shot on. And Sosa going to clear it off to the side. Miss going to take this one from Sosa. They played it a little too slow, allowed Miss to respawn and just completely attack on offense. You can tell that both these teams are starting to get a little bit aggressive. We have seen some demos here and there, but nothing that can set something up. There's Demon! He comes out of nowhere to sling that in, giving Embers their second goal.
Yeah, Demon really brings the heat here, and Miss tried so hard, but it gets bumped by Sosa in the air. Who knew if he would have been even able to get a touch on that one. But man, Embers waking up. They're doing what they gotta do, and it's looking like we might see a game 5.
It does look like that if this continues to keep up. I didn't think it was possible. I know you wanted it, G-Freak. I know you wanted it, but I did not think it was possible. 36 seconds left here. And Birds and the Bees have yet to score in game number 4. Miss. Good challenge. Sends it into the midfield. Here's Hoxer. Hoxer and Miss versus Demon, but he shoots it right at Demon. He's going to get that clear all day. Demon gets bumped by Miss and Roldiz rotates in. Hoxer being very aggressive to the ball. He gets a shot. Okay. There's still 12 seconds left in this one as Hoxer scores for Birds and the Bees.
Plenty of time, and we're seeing a lot of bumps coming in through here from the offense, from Birds and the Bees. Demon and I believe that was Sosa just kind of jumbled together on their own side as well. So right here, Birds and the Bees, 12 seconds, that's if they get it done.
Kickoff goes towards Miss. He does put this one to the air. Here's Hoxer. That one's going to go off the backboard to Roldiz. He cannot lose possession at this point. Only 3 seconds left. Miss is going to go back downfield. He wanted to get boost, but the ball was going towards the ground, and we have a game number 5.
Oh, Daz, this is not what we expected, but we are loving it. And that is for sure. Embers really taking into consideration their game 2 and game 3 woes and turning it around. I'm loving how they're able to really just change their play style and kind of just bring it more towards Birds and the Bees. So going here into game 5, anything can happen. I don't know who's going to win this task. That's the thing, because right before this series started, we pretty much had it figured out. But all of a sudden, like, the world's turned upside down, and the Embers, they're not throwing away their shot. I'm loving this.
They are not as well. Some very good quality goals too, especially the bicycle goal from Grills where it was right down in front, and then Sosa finding Demon for that second goal, able to get them a nice comfortable lead. Birds and the Bees found a little bit of life there with the last 12 seconds of the game, but there just was not enough time on the clock. Now things reset. 5 minutes on the clock as we enter in Manfield Night. Who's going to be the team that could come out on top here? Are we going to see are the Embers going to bring the heat? The Twitch chat will let me know for sure. But will Birds and the Bees secure the win? And that is going to be what we're here to find out.
This is going to be a fantastic one. It's game 5. It's for all the marbles, folks. Going into week 3. So let's see what can happen, Daz. Like, here we go.
And already off the kickoff, we had a great shot there from Miss. He was unable to actually secure it. It was off the bar. A lot of energy here coming out for Birds and the Bees as we get this one started off with a lot of energy. Hawks are able to make a good challenge shot in front of the box. Miss. He comes to clear it downfield. There's a good clear from Grills. The roll is looking for Miss yet again. That one's going to go right in front. It's too fast for Hawks to commit to. He has to wait. Does make a good challenge against Sosa. He wants to set up roll diz, but there's too many members of the Embers inside their own box. So they're going to have to wait to clear this one out downfield. Here's Hoxer again, just getting aggressive on top of the ball. Roll diz looking for a dribble. We're seeing this one play here in midfield. Roll diz and Miss very close into the corner. Miss looking to play that one off the sidewall. Meets with Demon. It's still into the Embers corner. Grills able to clear this one, but Roldis puts it back in play. That one's going to be a boomer of a clear from Demon. And now we finally see a part of the game that I haven't seen in a while. It's the ball on Birds and the Bees side of the field. As I say that, it's getting cleared in transition. Miss down in front, and Sosa has to make a goal line save to stop that possible first goal for Birds and the Bees.
Oh my gosh, excellent job there on the defense, really keeping it up. And now I want to see here, can the Embers keep this ball on the blue hat, because it's only been here for a couple of seconds here, Daz. Let's see if they can really start to bring some more offensive rotation into the mix. I'd love to see more of that coming from them.
And here's Miss here, ball on the corner. He has to play it slow, thinking about how he wants to take this downfield, a flick out into open space, and it does get met by the Embers, but Rold is able to clear this all the way downfield on the sidewall. Back in the midfield, it's over one. Rold he wanted to get it towards midfield, but not the best touch. Miss and Hawks are playing very close to each other. A good clear could set up some Embers offense. Here's Demon looking to set up Sosa. Sosa gets us down in front. There's Grills with a shot, but it's off target. Rold is not able to make a good clear. Hawks can just pick that one up and send it back down into the midfield. Lots of aggression back and forth between these two teams.
Yeah, and I saw Demon actually was set up to maybe make a shot on the play, but just didn't go for the pressure simply because maybe he thought he would be overextending, but he had the men back on the defense there. He could have done that and could have created an opportunity. It's just this little bit of hesitation here from the Embers that's giving Birds and the Bees more room to exploit.
There is no room for error in this game 5, but there will be bound to see one. Here's Sosa downfield. Hoxer, good strong clear, misses in the air, looking to drop it in front for his teammate, but a double commit on defense. Can Roll this punish? He does get it back in the midfield. There's no one in net. Misses in the air, and he's going to get the first goal for Birds and the Bees in game 5.
And this is what happens when everyone starts to get a little too uncomfortable. Everyone trying so hard to hit that ball in the corner, but they just forget that that net is wide open. Miss comes through. And Daz, that could be it. This is such a close game. I don't see a lot of more goals or more opportunities coming out. They had to fight for that one.
As you say, Demons in the air, shot from Terminator! And that's going to be an equalizer for the Embers.
Oh my goodness, what? Grills managed to get the touch, and that thing just lucky bounced into the air. Talking about positioning on that ball. That was like lined up on a silver platter.
This one is not stopping anytime soon. Sosa, a shot, miss, able to clear it in front, but there's still pressure. Demon looking for another shot, but it does get sent away. Here's Grills now, he loses the challenge, and Hoxer's on his way downfield, puts it in the air. Can he find a double? Demon says no to knock it downfield, but Rodis, pass to miss. A shot, but Grills is able to save it on the goal line. We have 1 minute and 28 seconds left in this game, and both teams are giving it all they got.
Oh my gosh, and they're still going at it. Hoxer attempting something, and right now, Birds and Bees, they're just trying to keep this ball in the orange half so they don't feel any pressure on their own.
Oh, shot in front! Is anyone going to be able to make it? No! Miss is going to secure the second goal for BNB. They have the lead with 1 minute and 12 seconds left.
Oh, this is such a tough save for Sosa, trying to get it off the backboard. Instead, he flicks it up. This thing bobbles and it floats in. 1 minute 12 left. Is this enough for Birds and the Bees?
You got to watch out here on the kickoff. This one's going to be a cheat. It's going to get killed in front for both teams. And Hoxer's going to able to send this one a little bit into the Embers corner. Miss with the pop-up. They're looking to see if they can control the pace of the game. Sosa can't win the challenge, so now it's down in front. Demonator has full boost, but he's going to leave it to Grills, who has more momentum. Now Grills has to be careful with how he plays this one, looking to pinch it in front. There's 2 members of BNB on that sidewall. This one goes by fast. Can Sosa get it to the air in time? He can't win the challenge, so it's going to go in midfield. For Birds and the Bees, they want to apply pressure, but it does go back down into their own corner. There's Sosa looking for an opportunity. Gets it right in front of Hoxer. Embers need to keep up this possession. 30 seconds remaining, and it's going to get sent into the midfield. There's Grills. Pinch off to the side. Hoxer puts it right in front. And Demonator is going to clear that one. It's going to go back and forth here. Embers have to keep up the possession. At this point, clock is ticking. Demon, pass out in front, but Miss is able to stop it. Big clump of Birds and the Bees members on the side there. If Embers can clear into the open space, they have to do it now. That's in front, but Sosa can't meet it. And the ball's going to hit the ground. Birds and the Bees are going to win in game number 5.
What a series! Are you kidding me right now? This last game had so much more action than the previous 4. What a treat, Jazz. And again, it ended how we thought it would, but just the way we got there was not what we envisioned at all.
It wasn't. It absolutely was not. And I'm telling you, when this game 5 entered, like, it was a calm before the storm, but when we set up for the kickoff, and then both teams just completely turned it on and went into overdrive. It was excellent to see. They both left it out there in game 5. I'd be proud of whoever's team, regardless of win or lose. It was a 1 goal difference between that game. Birds and the Bees do take the win, but man, the Embers put up a tough fight in that match.
They did indeed, and these were all very close games. I believe each one was decided by 1 goal. So that just goes to show like how close these teams are. So Birds and the Bees, they're sitting pretty at the top of the table, and the Embers now they're a little bit down now at 1 and 2, but there isn't that much of a discrepancy between these 2 teams. So a lot of things can change between now and week 5, the end of this regular season.
Absolutely. There is so many different things. And we're going to see an update on the standings very shortly. But until that, we want to just talk a little bit more about how this game undertook. I mean, it was very back and forth, so to speak, with the Embers finding life. They found a little bit in game number 1, and then you could see Birds and the Bees start to slowly wake up, but it just wasn't enough. And then you could tell just by how that game ended, just how well that game 4 ended, that Birds and the Bees were a little bit angry going into that game 5. They scored a goal with 12 seconds left, and they wanted to see whether or not they could actually win that one. We're going to flash up the standings, updated standings for you guys so you guys can see. But I mean, Birds and the Bees are sitting good. They have that 4-0. They're at number 1, Whether or not they secure top 4, guys, is still up for debate. There's got to be some numbers that have to be done there. Plot twist sitting at 3-1. Both these teams very comfortable and probably very happy with their standings. That being said, Embers moved down to 6th place, and Afterthought are sitting at number 4. So the Embers do have a lot of work to do. They're going to be a little bit upset that they couldn't close out that series, but they played very well, and I commend them for their performance.
Honestly, if you're the Embers right now, like, you take this loss, but don't keep your heads down. There's still plenty of opportunities left in the rest of the season, and this is not a bad loss at all. Like, obviously, you don't want to lose any of your matches here, but if you're gonna drop, don't feel too bad about it. Like, keep going, keep your heads up, and keep trying your best. Now, Birds and the Bees, like, who's left for them? Like, just look at the rest of the bracket, not bracket, but the table, and I believe for them, they actually have a bye week next week, so they're going to be relaxing. They're not going to be worried about losing their undefeated record just quite yet, as they're going to be looking at some big matchups in week 4 against the Dudes and Upper 90. So we're going to be tracking those very closely.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking at those closely, and I'm just very excited to see how this rival series is developing, and I can't wait till next week's matches, and I know you guys can't wait either. But that being said, that is our last match for tonight. So again, I mean, once thanks RL Esports and Psyonix for letting Rival Esports do this B stream. Guys, make sure to follow the stream if you loved anything you saw today, as well as follow Rival Esports on Twitter, because they do just fantastic work. It's been a pleasure being here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. We got some more Rocket League coming with the RLCS that will be starting very soon today. But that will be it for Meet and Greek and myself, Dazarin, as well as B-Dog, our production. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the North American Rival Series B stream on week 2. We'll be back next week. Thanks, guys.